Today we will be focusing on the use of the sidearm, as I've read on the forums that some of you guys are having issues using the sidearms, and also a lot of people have been asking if we can slave the TGP to the selected waypoint. You will see that I come across another bug similar to the one with a Maverick Seeker head, this time on the TGP, and we will basically follow the same sort of steps as we did with the Maverick Seeker head to fix that bug and get the TGP to work for us again. Now, for today's controls that we're going to be using, the ones I want to focus on are our TDC, Target Designated Cursor Controls. This is what we're going to use to help us get the TGP focused on our current. Okay guys, so once again, let's double check that everything is set like we need it. We're gonna go waypoint 1, designate, it's designated, let's scale out, yep, and there's our waypoint 1 designated. As you can see, waypoint 3 is off to our left, and that's Kataisi Air Base. That's where we'll be landing at the end of this video. Alright guys, let's go ahead and turn in for waypoint 1 now, and we'll get our DMT up and running. Change the code here. We'll be elite today. Apply the code, perfect, and let's turn in. So let's go ahead and switch to air to ground mode now, and there we are. We have the Maverick selected. I kind of want to save the Mavericks here, and I want to use the GBU 12s. There we are. Okay, automatic drop mode, perfect. Alright, where's our waypoint? Looks like we overflew it just a tiny bit. We're going to switch here to TV. Alright, and just so you guys are aware, I did move the targets a bit, so hopefully you guys, that way you guys can practice searching for the targets once we get the targeting pod out there. Let's go ahead and put the master arm on. So we've got the DMT on location. We can't tell frickin' anything with this sunlight and glare. Switch to DMT. Enable our TDC here. Let's go ahead and switch it from standby. You'll get this crap here. Cycle through the modes back to CCD. It's a slight bug here that they're still working on. We'll switch from safe to armed. From training mode. Marker mode is basically like your IR marker that you would use to at night with other people wearing NVGs to tell what you're marking. That way they can acquire it or shoot it. Laser mode. This is our laser range mode. We won't use that here. And once we enable the start lasing, we'll hit fire here to start the laze. Alright. As you can see, our HUD current reticle of where the HUD sensor is facing is right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down. You can see that our DMT sensor is currently slaved to where the waypoint 1 is. We're going to come down and we're going to place that reticle right around that area, and we're going to use the TDC slewing action there. And we just basically slewed the TDC in that direction. I know a lot of people have been trying to use the TDC down action button to get the lock there, but then it'll switch to your DMT, cause all kinds of mayhem. That's what I have found to be the easiest thing. And it looks like we have some targets here. What do we have here? It looks like a radar and an outpost, an emplacement. So let's go ahead and select that. We'll mark the ground for it. We'll turn our master arm on. And as you can see, we have 42 seconds to pickle. We're 6 miles out from the target. Trying to line this up properly using the markers there. We'll view it out from a distance. Oh, kind of overshot a bit here. And then once you guys are ready to pickle, all you're going to have to do is basically select and hold the missile launch, slash pickle button. Here we are. 5 seconds. Holding down the pickle button. 2, 1. Pickle away. You feel the offsetness, and we're gonna fire the laser. So the laser is firing. Let's go ahead and back off on the throttle. I'm gonna try and go for a slight climb. As you can tell, the L is flashing there, indicating that it is currently lasing for us. Alright. And I kind of wish that we had the time to impact. Ooh, shack. Let's go ahead and turn the laser off. Perfect hit. Perfect hit. Alright, now we are going to be slightly offset on our weight, so let's go ahead and trim that out. Slight left trim. Bring the nose down a bit. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and try that now with the other target that was at that current area. There we are, so let's go ahead and scan for our next targets. Aha, there it is. Okay, so it looks like that's a search radar. I believe we have something special for that search radar, and it's not going to be a GBU 12. This is where the sidearms come into play, guys. So we're 6 miles out. Let's go ahead and dive down, get that reticle on. We're going to select gun using this OSB button. I'm going to select it again, and there's our tone for the sidearms. There's our lock tone. We'll go ahead and hold the gunfire trigger down and sidearm away. That's a Magnum. So let's go ahead and turn and burn here for the northeast. Climb back above 10,000. We'll silence our sidearm by returning to gun mode by hitting the gun OSB once again. And a shack. That was neat. That was neat. Alright, perfect. So it looks like we've destroyed our 2 targets that are assigned to us at Waypoint 1. And now comes the fun, tricky stuff. So remember how we had that issue with the Mavericks, Seeker Head, and stuff like that? If I leave the targeting pod where it's currently at, what's gonna happen is it's gonna stay there. It'll stay locked there. I won't be able to slave it to the waypoint unless I physically slew that targeting reticle all the way out to our waypoint 2. We don't want to do that. That's not efficient. That's not effective. And it's just a pain in the butt. So we're going to do what we did before. We're going to bore sight everything using our nose wheel high gain steering button. We're going to go ahead and cycle through the modes again. We'll go back to CCD here. Now we can go back to the menu, our moving map. We'll go to waypoint 2 and designate. So let's go ahead and scale in, and as you can see, that's Coboletti. So let's go ahead and turn in for Coboletti now. And so one of the bugs with the sidearms that I was reading about is that once you select gun mode and fire the gun, as we are doing now, after launching a sidearm previously, it won't allow you to use the sidearm again. So we're going to see if that is currently still an issue. Alright, or if it's an issue for me at least. Alright, let's go ahead and set our autopilot here. Perfect. DMT on, and there's the DMT set to TV. Oh, and what is this? It just so happens to be that between missions someone decided to put another search radar out there. I truly wonder why. Alright guys, so there's our target. So now to get the TGP there, let's go ahead and you see our TGP is slaved to our HUD bore sight once again, and we're just gonna go ahead and do the same. We're gonna bring that reticle down and use the TDC slew, and there you go. We'll use TDC slew, lock the ground, perfect, and let's go ahead and try and use our sidearm again. We're 4 miles out. Let's see if we can get a tone. Sidearm tone, lock, and magnum away. There we are. So let's go ahead and peel off here to the west. Keep an eye on that screen, see if it takes down the sidearm. Or, I'm sorry, the radar. And that's a good shack right there. Alright, so sadly I cannot reproduce the bug you guys were talking about. Maybe if you guys send me a track, I can view it, try and reproduce every step that you guys have, see if I can come up with a reproductive bug, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and use some more GBUs. Now that we've got the targeting pod at our waypoint, let's have some fun dropping bombs on these enemy helos. We'll select our GBU 12s and we're going in. If you remember correctly, we've got one GBU that we've deployed. We've got a second one coming in from the opposite pylon. One of the bugs that I've seen happen is that after 2 or possibly 3 GBU drops, the laser will no longer track because it'll switch the release mode. It'll switch it to basically something that's not working. So we're going to go ahead and test this out here. Got 14 seconds to drop. And then on this one, 9 seconds. Since we're lower in altitude, we're going to slow down, go back to idle, 5 seconds, start firing laser. Hold down the pickle button. Release this on automatic. And pickle away. And if you can tell, the laser stopped firing. We'll re-enable it. That's because I moved everything. And let's try not to lose track. We're flying over it at a very low altitude for CCRP bombing. And that's a shack. We'll turn our laser off. Alright, let's go ahead and come back around. So we've got 2 bombs dropped. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can get another bomb dropped. I won't do anything. I won't change anything at all. All I'm gonna do is search for a different search for a different target, and then we're gonna see if it fails. Bring her back to idle. We're at 14,000. This is perfect for high altitude bombing, or, you know, mediocre altitude bombing. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves another target here. Oh, what do you know? They also brought a tank out. Let's play with the tank. Let's see if we can get this to track. Perfect. Alright, and we'll bring a set. 5 miles from target, 11 seconds to release. And on this one, we won't start the laser till after the drop. So again, I haven't moved anything. We're on track for release. And pickle away. Let's go ahead and start firing the laser now. As you can see, I still have my L flashing, indicating to me that the laser is currently firing. Yep, there's the bug. Did you guys see that? The bomb went right through the target, and our fuse is set to safe. Why is our fuse set to safe? Why in the fuck is our fuse set to safe? Alright, so every 2 bombs, you have to reset your fusing. That's so stupid. So stupid. Every 2 bombs you reset your fusing. Okay. Alright. There's our target on the TGP. So I'm glad I was able to replicate that bug. Let's see if we found the fix for it now. 30 seconds, I'm slightly off. This should be 6 seconds to drop. 2, 1. Pickle.